This is one of my kitties. I love her. Her name is Muskie. She's so sweet, but she's such a brat. Friendly hello hi, it's Taylor. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's raining, it's perfect for reading weather, and I am loving it. So I was batting around ideas on what I can do to film for you guys today. And I kind of brought this idea up to my boyfriend, and so he was like, you should do it. So I'm going to be doing a mini book haul. He ended up going to a citywide yard sale over the weekend on Saturday to just kind of look and see what all they had, and they ended up having a few books, and I kind of struck gold. I'm getting about 6 or 7 books that I was not really looking for but saw and just couldn't pass up. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got at the yard sale. So without further ado, let's start this mini haul. So the first book I picked up was Emma by Jane Austen, and I was just perusing, wasn't really expecting to see much of anything, and I ended up finding this book first. And I was really excited because I have been wanting to start collecting all of the Jane Austen books. So I was really excited because I've heard so many good things about this and have really wanted to dive into the world of Jane Austen because she is a staple of classic female authors. So my goal is to actually read this by the end of 2016. So I'm going to add it to my little TBR jar and we'll hopefully pull it out by the end of the year. I actually ended up picking up Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen as well. I have never read this. I read Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, which is kind of not really the same thing, but I have read that, so I kind of have an idea of what this is, and I've also seen the movie, and so I was like, why not pick it up? I've actually also got another copy of this book that I got at Books A Million, and I was like, well, it's kind of like a reprint cover kind of deal, so I wanted to pick up more of like an original cover, and I got lucky enough to find this. So this is another one of the books that I'm going to put into my TBR jar, and I will be reading this hopefully by the end of 2016. The third book that I picked up at this citywide yard sale is Bend in the Road by Nicholas Sparks. I have been a huge closet Nicholas Sparks fan. It's just one of my guilty pleasures. I have read 2 or 3 of his books and absolutely love them. I've seen a majority of the movies based on his books, but I think what I want to do is I want to collect more of his books and then start reading, because once I'm in a Nicholas Sparks like set of mind, I want to read a lot of his books. And this is actually the first Nicholas Sparks book that I own since I sold all of my books about 2 months ago. One of the middle grade books that I found was this, I think it's called a mixed book, where it's like graphic novel, it's got like chapters in it, and I'm really excited. This one is called Doppelganger, the Doppelganger Chronicles, and I had never heard of this or seen anything like it, so I was really excited to find this, and of course I picked it up. It was like $1. So I was super stoked, and I think I'm actually honestly gonna make Andy read this too, because it seems so cool. And on the back, it's blurbed by Heaven and Earth Show and London Times, and it says Heaven and Earth Show BBC says new C.S. Lewis, and the London Times says hotter than Potter. So we're gonna have to see if this stands up to those. The 5th book I picked up is Radiance by Alison Noel, and I absolutely adored the Immortal series by her. So I found Radiance, and I was super excited because I have kind of been looking for these but not really looking. It's one of those, oh, if I see it I'll pick it up, and I saw it so I picked it up. So I'm really excited to see where Riley's story picks up, because this is about the sister of Ever, who is the main character in the Immortal series. This is about her sister who passed away, and kind of seeing where Riley's stories pick us up in the afterworld. And the final book that I picked up was Scent by, I believe it's Margaret Pearson Haddix. This is the second book in the Missing series, and it's called Scent. I have seen this author just about everywhere I go, especially if I go into like a used bookstore. But I do recall seeing this a lot. So I was like, why not pick it up, give it a read. Turns out this is the second book, but that's okay because I'm going to be searching for the first book, which is called Found, next time I go book shopping. I would like to get into this by the end of the year. It's time travel, and I love all things time travel. So those were all of the books that I got at the citywide yard sale in Dale, Indiana, which was just this past weekend, and it was really exciting. Found a lot more than I was expecting to find. But we ended up going to Owensboro. We had a little bit of errands to run there. So Andy was like, do you want to go to the Money Tree? I was like, let's go to the Money Tree.